Does the Prime Minister agree with me that the allegations by Deputy Assistant Commissioner Sue Akers at the Leveson Inquiry about widespread corrupt behaviour at the heart of the press and the police are devastating, and such behaviour can have no place in the national institutions of our country? And does he further agree with me that this underlines the importance both of the police inquiry, which must get to the bottom of these allegations without fear and without favour, and the Leveson Inquiry itself?
Yes. Completely agree with the right honourable gentleman about this issue, and I think there is all parties' support, both for the Leveson Inquiry, which needs to get on with its work that it is conducting, I think, in a very reasonable and thorough way, but also proper support for the police inquiry. And I think it is important to make this point. Of course, there's always a debate about what is right for newspapers to do to get stories in the public interest, but it is hard to think of any circumstances in which it is right for police officers to take money.
Miliband.
Mr. Speaker, can I thank him for that answer? On the Leveson Inquiry, can I ask him in the weeks and months ahead to ensure that none of his senior ministers do anything to undermine its work? And will he accept that the Education Secretary was ill-judged to say last week that the inquiry was having a chilling effect on freedom of expression? Will the Prime Minister now disassociate himself from these comments and urge his colleagues, whatever their closeness to particular newspaper proprietors, not to undermine the Leveson Inquiry?
I answered this question last week, and the Education Secretary, as the rest of the Cabinet, fully support the Leveson Inquiry and want the Leveson Inquiry to proceed with the very important work that it does. That is the position of the Education Secretary and the position of the entire government.
Mr. Miliband.
I do thank the Prime Minister for that answer. I do have to remind him that the Education Secretary said the big picture is there is a chilling atmosphere towards freedom of expression which emanates from the debate around Leveson. I hope the Education Secretary, who's sitting further down the bench, will have heard the Prime Minister's words.